What is up, everybody? It's nowonshall coming right back at you with another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Today, we're going to kind of do a little rewind, a little refresher on the Stella information and what you need for what and what the Stella can do and for what I think the best crew is working right now, but it's going to be always going to vary for level to level, but it's going to be around the same, and it will help you guys out in my opinions on some of these running these armadas solo and versus running as a team. I know people are like, that's selfish. Why would you run it alone? But the thing is with it, I think it's better to run them alone for certain little ones if you can handle them, because the point gain on the little ones while using a Stella is just amazing. I know, like, if you use other ships, like if you have a Stella in there and a Bakor, why did I say Bakor? Enterprise in there, then the Stella's whole research or the whole bonus it gets is kind of null and just you lose out. Like I had one guy join without paying attention to Alliance chat, and he showed up, and my number went from 2,000 to 200 because he didn't have the capability of reading Alliance chat when you say this is solo or I am doing this alone. Someone just couldn't read it. It made me livid per se. And one of them, I actually canceled one of the armadas because I wanted to do it alone by myself. And I'm always testing things and I want to figure things out. But let's go into first things first. People always ask me, how do you get the extra alpha particle for the second one? So to get the extra alpha particle, you have to become Scoundrel to get it. So once you become Scoundrel, down here it has a Scoundrel badge, which costs about 1,100 of these rogue credit. And once you purchase it, once you go into the research tab and go to Outlaw, go all the way down to Eclipse Defense, and then that's when you'll get the extra, you'll get a beta particle and an alpha particle. And then the extra alpha particle, you'll be able to research the second part of the tree. As you can see, I have a research. And then, because you see down here, I'm going up the top chain, which I'm completely regretting in my opinion. And then you can see this is the beta particle. And if you guys didn't know, down here, when you would get through rogue tactics, you get another beta particle and you get a gamma particle. And then you can pick a path. And one of these costs a gamma particle. I'm not sure where you get the next gamma from, because that's the end of your chain. Unless there's one down the way where like you can buy it with credits or something. All I know right now, you could buy it with cash, but it takes like 3 of those packs to get to the gamma particles. So let's go over the research I currently have. And then we'll go over some two screenshots of me doing a solo armada and what crew I'm currently using right now. So right now, if we look at it, I am all the way up. I have my Anarchist weaponry up. I have Stella weaponry, hideout, augment credit yield, rogue hull, Stella warp. And then on the bottom half, I have Stella hull, hideout defense, assimilated credit yield, rogue shields, and craft engineering. And the two things I really think are the best out of these two chains are the rogue hull and the rogue shield. The point is that affects all your ships. And that made my Enterprise hit that 4 million mark. It gave me that little bit of bump I needed. And as I'm getting close to almost 40,000 in rogue faction credit or rogue faction, I'll be able to start unlocking the next chain of these, which gives me another 5% bump to my shields, which is negligible, but it's something. And in my secondary chain, I regret going this top route right away. I regret it, and I'll tell you why. So this top route says ship components efficiency 6%. Yeah, DJ and I talked about this, and I don't think this was a good path for me to go to besides the guerrilla warfare for the Stella because of the armadas. I should have went down the defense path. Why? Because highway robbery. Since I've been soloing some of these armadas, and once you get to Scoundrel, my advice is to take that second path. And why take the second path is because of highway robbery. And if you want to try soloing these armadas or hitting the Eclipse hostiles, go down this path. Because the first one gives you 150% bonus to the base. So it's not going to be plus that Stella one, it's going to be from the base. Let's say the Armada gives you 300 credits. Save you 150% about that. So about another 350, what's 475 extra, plus whatever your Stella does. So that's my opinion to go down that path for the highway robbery. Because you'll be banking on these credits. And plus it'll start helping you when you want to run mass armadas with Stellas, so you're not really losing many credits out. And that's just a suggestion per se. That's one of the ones I think you should go. And the two researches I think are kind of the best right now. And I gotta apologize for my video when I went over the rogue researches. I thought the Apex notoriety was everyone can get it, but no, it's ops limited to 35. Remember, I'm ops 41, so I'm not going to see these requirements that are needed per the ops when I do it. But the two best researches I've found to advance you quickly through, not quickly, but a little faster through the rogue faction is Prime Rogue and Apex Rogue Notoriety. Those have given me those boosts. Each one of them resets your daily, which if you want to do that, let's say you want to buy a Prime to reset your daily, resets it, get some more faction, get you quickly, a little more quicker to Scoundrel and up to the next rank. It just helps just slightly a little better, in my opinion. Because remember, Scoundrel gives you the rare credits, or the rare Pluto or uranium, and the rare cell to get to the system. And I want to go over that quickly since I didn't go over it in my video. So we're going to look at the map right now. So I already have them all scanned out, all looked at already. So you guys will just know which one is which. So we have these three systems, Donovan, Van Cleef, and Mitchum. And let's look at the resources. We have G3 ore, we have G3 pistol, and G3 gas. So I'm going to show with my Antares. Wow, I had a brain fart. And if we click on it, it shows I'm doing 42,000 an hour. Okay, let's go look at, I'm going to go to a normal system. So let me go to Lakeside, a normal G3 system. This is a further warp one. And this gives me 28,000. You see the difference? Those systems will help you quickly earn those credits. You're almost like fast lat nodes. It's double rate mining basically there. So if you guys want to look at that, I think those are a good little area to go. Let's go back to Stella stuff. Sorry, I sidetracked that one. So going back to the Stella stuff. So as you see, I go in the store, or I go into I go into my ships tree. My Stella is currently, where are you, Stella? Click on it. And we look at upgrades. So this is where my Stella's at. It is tier 4, level 20, and I have currently the shield generator, I have the Vitranium armor, and then I have the impulse drive. I don't have any of these yet. So that's where I'm at currently with it. As you see it down here, it says 28 out of 160. And remember, guys, when you scrap the Stella, it doesn't make your Stella stronger. Only thing that makes your Stella stronger is the research, the specific resource based to the Stella. That's the only way to make it stronger. And you see, I'm at 28 out of 160 research. So I got quite a ways away to go. But I want to show you guys what armada I can take on with my Stella currently. So let's go to my desktop. So here we go. We have a 14.9 million armada. My Stella is 458k, and as you see in this section on the left, it only took a little over half my hull to do it at where I'm at with my research, as you guys saw earlier. And the crew I'm currently using is Kirk, Spock, and Zhao. I know all y'all don't have a max Zhao, but you can always go down to those cookie credit crews. Kirk, Spock. You could either use Carol, you could use Khan, you could use Zhao, of course, you can use Decius. There's so many officers you could use in it that either would help your absorption or that would either help your damage. The other way you could go, if you had 5 with 10, you could go 5 with 10 Kirk and Spock, because 5 with 10 would be mitigation and Kirk and Spock would just be keeping your shields up longer. That's another route you can go. But as you see, me running this solo, I earned 2,800 of the uncommon credits, exchange credits from it doing this alone. And these armadas, if I'm right, so we go back to my live screen, we go back to the game, and if we go look at the section with it, let's go down to the section where the armadas are, and to verify, so let's go down, this is at 29, isn't it? So 29 is at 397, and let's see, I don't think there is any 31 is left in the system. It is not looking like it. Let me hop down to this 32 one, if I get lucky. If not, we're going to have to use a comparison from the rares. Let's see. Zoom out quickly. Let's see. Sorry for the inconvenience. I guess we'll use the rares as an example. So I think they're about equal in the way it gives you. So if you look at this, so it would normally give me 456, about 500. So let's see. It gave, 4 or 5x of what I made before? on it just from using just the Stella doing it alone. And imagine what you could do these alone. And they're only 16 mil. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it one of these days because a rare and doing that, especially right now with like the rare requirements for the rare uranium and the uncommon uranium, it makes sense. And that's the crew I usually use. And why would I say solo it is because the amount of credits you get doing it alone, because after a while, these researches, whatever you want to call it, they get a little expensive every time. So if we go to the data directive, so not data directive, if we go to, sorry about that, the exchange heist. So if you want to get the maximum amount of exchange loot and reputation, you have to have 11,000 for it to get what 720 rogue credits, which the rogue credits you could use for the research, which you need it for the Stella research, and then you get, I don't know, like 6,000 or almost 6,000 rogue reputation from it. So that's why you would do it alone. And then I can't really show these off, but the requirements are kind of up there. And my best advice would be go for the save for those. So if you have to run them alone, then do it. Once you become rogue, credits become just a little bit easier. You can run one uncommon a day, and every 2 days you have enough for one rare. So they made it a tad bit easier in this one. They made it just a little bit more easier for you guys to become, or to be able to do armadas versus what it used to be. So now we have a path to earning armada for the exchange, which in terms does research. I've been really happy with this stuff. I know it's been a pain, but in my opinion, it's worth it. I just wanted to go over that and tell you guys about the research I was at and the armadas I could possibly do. What I do with one, just singling it, just giving my reasoning and the crew I use and the research I currently have, and just some little bit of advice. I might have been going in circles on this one, but I just wanted to talk to you guys and show you guys about it and just talk about it because Stella's kind of the thing I think is going to be here for a long time now, and might as well take advantage of the research and all the things that come with it. You don't have to spend money to get up there because you could just grind it out. It's not going to be one of those ones that you get instantly. It's one of those ones you're to work at like the rest of them. I noticed the research tree can be a little or pretty bad because it hits in some of your main resource piles. You choose your crystal, your ore, and your gas, which it hit my gas pile. I had 5K saved up. I'm down to 2K now. So my enterprise is going to be stepped back a little bit longer. That's about it, guys. Remember to hit the like, the subscribe button, the bell notification down below. Remember to become awesome. Remember to join my Discord and be awesome like the rest of the people are in there. There's a donation link down below. If you want to click on that and donate, you can, but you don't have to. I love you guys anyways. You guys are awesome because you watch this goofy mug on YouTube. And remember to become a member if you want to help support the channel. It's either $2, $5, $10, or $20 a month, however you want to put toward the channel. Any little thing helps the channel out, and it helps with the content I create or some of the stuff I buy for recording or video or any of that stuff. It helps out. All right, guys, it's nowonshall signing out. Remember to stay positive, have a wonderful day, and enjoy the game for what it is. Be happy, guys. Later.